September said variety and actually delivered. We've got everything. Political heirs fighting family empires, royal alliances set in the 90s, island amnesia tropes, horror, Japan bringing back a BL classic, and even a merman romance to close out the month. Let's run through every BL hitting screens this September in order so you know exactly what to binge. Hi, I'm Blush, your resident BL addict, a chaotic narrator and part-time detective piecing together fandom crumbs so you don't have to. If you're new here, welcome to the channel where we scream, overanalyze, and occasionally cry over fictional men in love. If you're not new, welcome back, bestie. You already know the drill. Grab your iced coffee, matcha, whatever it is, because September's BL lineup is stacked and we are getting right into it. Quick pause because some of these September BLs are straight up locked, region locked. I use NordVPN to get around that. You can teleport your internet to literally anywhere. Thailand, Japan, the Philippines, and unlock BLs like you've just hopped onto a flight. Plus, it keeps your browsing nice and private. The link and deal will be in the pinned comment. Korea's first September entry is The Guy Next Door, premiering September 6th on Seek Media's YouTube. And don't let the simple title fool you. This one's aiming straight for the heart. The premise is quiet, almost ordinary. Two men who live in neighboring rooms divided by a paper-thin wall. But what starts as annoyance, sounds bleeding through at night, slowly becomes the reason they both keep going. And here's the line that got me. Your noise was the sound that protected me. I'm already buying it. How freaking poetic. It features actors Jung Yoo-bin and Jo Tae-suk. Unfortunately, there is no trailer yet, but I hope you guys like these random behinds because I didn't mind them. Awaiting Dawn from Vietnam lands on September 6th via O2 Productions YouTube channel. 12 episodes at about 40 minutes each, set in the misty hills of Dat Lat. It follows Viet, a grieving artist looking to move on. He checks into a homestay run by Dung, a kind, silent soul hiding under quiet routines and expectations. In the soft rain and slow mornings, they connect beyond words. Dung begins to break free from living for others, and Viet feels pain turn into hope. It's healing, it's slow burning, and yes, it's the kind of love story that unfolds like dawn. Gentle, patient, and inevitable. Buckle up, because Thailand's Mandate premieres September 12th on Monomax, and this one is giving high-stakes romance with a side of political chaos. Dr. Nong, the well-loved village doctor who just wants to heal, gets cornered into the political spotlight when V, the vain, foreign-educated youngest son of a political leader, keeps trying to recruit him. V sees in Nong a talent, and maybe much more. The series sets up as a political chessboard, two men navigating power, secrets, and one unexpected spark. Because you can't keep a good doctor from diagnosing hearts. And can we talk about the style? ASA Studio is behind this project, and Moo Palpat, the Asava fashion mogul, is steering the ship. Translation: the suits are designer, the sets are dripping in luxury, and every stare across a boardroom looks like it belongs in Vogue Thailand. So yeah, Mandate is quite the unique BL. Duty or desire? Who wins? Okay, I know I said buckle up. I also mean buckle up because this is going to require a good amount of digging to find where to watch it with subs. Because so far, no international platform announcement. Honestly, like I said, September is giving us variety. We're jumping from full-on political chessboards to stepping back in time to my favorite era, the 90s. Was I old enough to remember it? Not one bit, but it looks lit. Now, I don't know if 30 years ago qualifies as historical, but it's definitely far enough back that life feels very different from today. This is Love in the Moonlight, not that K-drama, but a Thai BL set in 1995, premiering September 15th every Monday on 131. The setup: Prince Sinkao gets shipped off to Bangkok to marry Pina Nong as part of a royal alliance. Pretty standard, until somebody shows up with their heart instead of their diplomatic poker face. That's when the quietest whisper of romance starts sneaking through the palace halls. The kingdom asked for duty, but the 90s soundtrack said romance, and honestly, we're here for it. This is a 131 production. They're used to catering to international audiences, so we're just waiting on a platform to pick it up. My guess would be Aishi, so be on the lookout for that. On September 18th, View kicks off their For Destiny project with The Last Night. And let me warn you, this one isn't fluffy, it's grief, it's ghosts, and it's shot like a horror short. Here's the setup. Em and Yacht were childhood best friends, but one night, a bad decision leads to a tragic motorbike accident, and Em dies. Yacht, weighed down by the guilt, enters the monkhood. From then on, their bond becomes a bridge between the living and the dead. That's where the story plays out. In unfinished business and unspoken feelings, Em secretly loved Yacht, something their friends only discovered after his death. But across two worlds, all Em and Yacht can do now is confront that truth and maybe finally let go. It's haunting, literally. Candlelight vigils, eerie empty streets, dreamlike encounters between a monk and a ghost. Fun fact, this is only one of the 4 standalone BL films under View's 4 Destiny project. Each one will have a different director, cast, and storyline, so think of it as an anthology where every short film explores a different destiny. Also, View is a free platform, however, it's only available in these countries, so you will need a VPN to access it. Let's shift our focus to GMMTV for a second, because Winnie and Satang finally make their debut as an official lead CP with That Summer, and it's actually starting right after summer, but still, we're here for it. Klang is a mischievous teen whose pranks finally land him, big surprise, on a remote island as punishment. Cue the warm sun, salty breeze, and a mystery. There he finds a handsome guy washed ashore, missing memories like their sand slipping through his fingers. No one knows how the stranger got there, only that he has no past. His only clue is a necklace shaped like a sun. He helps him rebuild life from scratch, teaching him how to fish, how laughter works, and how to blush. They both feel something impossible brewing. But can a summer romance survive when the other half of your heart doesn't even know their own name, much less who they used to be? GMMTV has been hitting us with licorne-coated BLs with Memoir of Rati and now this, and I'm not complaining. Let's support our guys because after years of OTP energy in side roles, they finally take the spotlight. On the 21st, Japan's pulling a nostalgia card with a Takumi-kun series, Drama. If you were a BL fan in the 2000s, you probably know this name. It's one of the OG Boys Love franchises with novels, films, and now finally a full drama. I'm not joking when I say we've been waiting decades for this. The plot follows Takumi Hayama, a shy, introverted student at a prestigious all-boys boarding school. He avoids people, especially after being traumatized by bullying in his past. Enter Gichi Saki, the popular, confident upperclassman who shocks Takumi by confessing his feelings. What starts as reluctant roommates slowly shifts into something real, with Gi determined to prove his love is serious and Takumi learning how to trust again. Expect themes of healing, acceptance, and the messy but tender side of first love, wrapped in Japan's classic boarding school BL aesthetic. Takumi-kun will air on Fuji and stream on Fuji On Demand, but both are Japan-only platforms, so international fans, yeah, looks like it's VPN or wait for fan subs energy. But considering how big this franchise is, I'm sure they'll find a way to get to us. Okay, September 26th, Japan is serving a Yakuza BL. Kataoka, a beloved young boss, goes on the run, and Odajima, the quiet subordinate sent to take care of him, is actually under orders to kill him. It's a road trip where the destination might be death. Again, this is Fuji TV, which is region locked to Japan, so us international fans will need to wait for fan subs or use VPNs. I know we had a Japan BL drought in the first half of the year, and now we're getting fed, but still not really. Fingers crossed they'll end up on international platforms, because why are there so many shows not accessible this month? I don't know if the BL world is playing all of their cards this month or what, but September 27th, Thailand jumps in with a splash. Literally, with Lover Merman. This one airs on Channel 7, again, still hoping for an international platform. The story follows Poo, a 28-year-old who leaves Bangkok to help his friend run a seaside bar called Full and a Half. It's supposed to be a fresh start, until he realizes one of the bartenders, Nawa, is hiding more than just his private life, because Nawa is actually a merman. Orphaned young, he's been living among humans, blending in while pouring cocktails and keeping his secret under wraps. What starts as friendship in the bar's warm glow turns into something forbidden. Love between a man from the city and a man from the sea. Cue the danger, the longing glances across drink counters, and that constant undercurrent of what happens if the truth gets out. Yes, 2025, the year we got a merman BL. Dow and Off-Road are back, easily one of my top CPs because of how loving and supportive they are of each other even outside of work, and always deliver on stage, on screen, and in the wild. Yes, I'm a little biased. The Wicked Game premieres on 131 with 10 episodes in total, and yes, international fans, you can watch it on Aishigi. Team is the youngest, unwanted heir of a hospital empire. The kid they left in the shadows, who's back to take what he's owed. After an attempt on his life, he hires Tan, a former elite cop, to be his bodyguard. At first, he's strictly business, keep Peem breathing while the family war boils over. But the more Tan sees the pain behind Peem's icy front, the more the line between duty and devotion starts to blur. Usually Off-Road plays a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky guy, like he did in Love in Translation and Century of Love, so I'm so excited to see him have a new, distant, calculating, and cold exterior in this one. They're giving BL fans the tropes they love most, so I think this drama will bring them even more success. And I I mean these scenes. Now, technically September also has some vertical BLs floating around on apps like Gagaoolala, so unless you've got a VPN and Google Translate on speed dial, you probably won't be able to watch with much ease. Loser Dream and Summertime are in the lineup. I do want to mention that Drake, who recently left GMM TV, is one of the characters in Loser Dream premiering this month, just in case you were wondering what he was up to these days. There is an easily accessible one, Got My Eyes on You from the Philippines, which is dropping directly on TikTok on oh my goodness, this is such a tongue twister, on Pure Gold Price Club's account. I believe it already started, so you can go check that out. Alright, quite the lineup this month. It seems like a lot, but I fear that we can only really watch a few of them while we still wait for international platforms to be announced for a lot. But yeah, which one are you guys most looking forward to? For me, it's definitely The Wicked Game. There just hasn't been a show of theirs I haven't liked, and I'm so excited to see them on screen again. Let me know your thoughts on September's BL lineup below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!